Hey guys, Justin here. I'm in Midland right now at... Look at the clock over there. What does it say? Now it's 7:10 in the morning. Yes, now it's 7:10 in the morning. You guys might be thinking, what the fuck are you doing up here, Justin? It's 7:10 at Midland. The sun is literally coming out right now. You can see over there, the sun is coming out like right now. When I took the train, the whole trip was pitch black. Okay? So, there was like no sun when I woke up. I woke up at 5:30 today. Just came up here to actually do some of the routes and also do my exploration and adventure today. So, first things first, for this video, we're going to start with Route 322. Which we're gonna go to Glen Forrest, which is down the Great Eastern Highway, over that way, in the rural areas. That's the first video. And then after that, we're going to take, I'm not gonna film that, I'm gonna take the 320 as soon as we hit Glen Forrest, walk back up to Great Eastern Highway, and I can take the 320, we'll go to Mundaring. From Mundaring, we're gonna film the Route 331 to go to Wandowie, yes! Now Mark has been there last year, and then I looked at this video, and then I just like, let's just go ahead and go there too today. We're just gonna follow the exact plan of what Mark actually did. So we took the 331 from Mundaring up to Wandowie, and then we'll wait for 5 hours at Wandowie. So that's why I'm gonna be actually walking all over Wandowie to actually check out all of the areas. There's the 301. It literally, that 301 really actually completely so sad because are there anyone on it? Nope, no one on it. Because earlier on, it departed here in Midland, and then it actually got stuck at the train tracks over there, the crossover, because of a freight train. Literally got stuck before crossing for literally 5 minutes, and then go over to the hospital, which is another 5 minutes. So basically, the journey time was doubled. Here comes that 320 going to Mundaring here. Mundaring Town Center, which later on we're going to take this one. But we're not going to take this bus because this bus is the first service, so this thing will depart first. We'll take the next service. There's a 322 coming over, a future bus. Now, so we're going to take this one, and then we'll wait for 5 hours in Wandowie to take the 328, the extension of the 328 from Wandowie all the way back here. So that's right. Let's see how it goes. We have 1476 on that 322 just arrived at Midland Station. So we're taking the first service here in the morning, 7:30 service. Today is a school holiday, so this A one will not operate, but we'll operate the P one instead, which is just actually a normal one. So there are no deviation for the P, it just operates on school holidays. The A is actually on school days, which deviates, which the deviation according to Mark is actually a very fun deviation, but unfortunately we won't be featuring that this time. Let's wait for our 322 to arrive now. Still have a little bit, around 15 to 20 minutes, so let's wait for that. Well, I actually don't know whether I was mistaken, but that guy did 301 2 times in a row. I don't know whether that's true or not, but there goes another 301, which is 2556. I don't remember whether that's actually the previous bus that actually also did that. Wow. If it's actually another previous bus, that guy did 301 2 times, like WTF. Here we are on board, 2556 here. Alright, let's get to the back. The front seat was taken once again. Damn it. Okay. Okay. Now, I checked the app. The morning outbound 328 from Wandowie is coming. So it will arrive at Midland Station at 7:30 something, which we will actually see on the road. Unfortunately, I want to film at the front, but the thing is, there goes 2450 doing the 301. It just finished the 307. They're going over to do the 301 right now. All of the routes here by Swan right now, later on they're going to have 290 and 291 thrown to PATH Transit. So, alright, let's do it. 7:30 service. This is the first 322 for the day. Let's do it. Now, originally, for the 331 and 328, I will be filming at the back because Mark already filmed it at the front. It's a time lapse, but he filmed it at the front, so that's why I'll film those at the back for that section. But right here, I originally wanted to film it at the front, but fuck that guy over there. So Okay, so we're still actually going upwards. I thought we were actually going across to where the hospital is, but we're not. This guy just finished the 301 actually. Yeah, he just finished the 301. The last trip was the 301 for him. And now he's coming back. There are 313 coming in from, I think, Upper Swan. Just came down here. That route is pretty far going up there. So I'm not so sure whether I'm gonna ever film those routes, because those routes are okay fun, pretty fun to do, but especially the 312, which is actually very fun, the 312. Going all the way up to like farmlands, but farmlands, can I get back? That's the problem. And here we go. We take all the way to Glen Forrest. Glen Forrest is not very far, so that's why. Our 328 from Mondawi is coming over. Oh, it's actually here. Oh, we can't see it. Actually traveled inner street. Damn it! It traveled back there for the 328. So it is arriving. Nice. There it is. There's the 328. There it is over there. Arrival to Midland Station from Mondawi. Mondawi is the easternmost point of Transperth network, so that's why it's literally like not even actually in Perth. So that's I technically can say actually Mandurah. For Mandurah it's also not really in Perth, but Mondawi is not opened up, while Mandurah and all of the southern areas are opened up. Like for the southernmost point at Dawesville, that is an opened up area for suburbs. So that's why regular services do go down there with 2 routes going down to Dawesville. Except here, no routes for Mondawi. It's 2 services in the morning. I mean 2 services outbound for Mondawi. Which one is at 6:30 something, which just arrived. And then which just arrived at Midland over there. And the other one's at 2:12, which is actually the one that we'll be taking today. I wonder any one of those guys on board are actually from Mondawi. Okay, now again, because actually this one should be filmed at the front, so that's why I will go back to the front later on when the guy at the front leaves. Unless he leaves, he also go all the way to Glen Forrest, but someone's getting off already. I'll return back down. 320 coming over. Now, last time Mark took 320 all the way through to Mundaring for his trip to Mondawi, but I need to do the request route here, so that's why I do the 322 first. This is actually pretty awesome, filming way in the morning. So according to the caption, head east. So that's why we're gonna head east a little bit. Not gonna head all the way east. For the next videos, we're gonna go all the way east. 2573 on the 320 via Great Eastern Highway. Now for Great Eastern Highway, it's literally start from Victoria Park Transfer Station from the city in Burswood all the way to Coolgardie. Yes, all the way to Coolgardie, which is actually like right next to Kalgoorlie. So that's why it's actually all the way up there. All the way, travels for 270 something kilometers all the way to where very close to where Kalgoorlie is. So that's how crazy that one is for Great Eastern Highway. Actually the guy already left at the front, but I'll probably just do my journey today at the back here. Okay, I'm the only... Oh, just kidding, there's another lady at the front. Bus coming in here, 277, 1675 for Midland Station. For Midland Station. But we're not turning down like the other routes. We're not turning down to Military Road. We're just going straight this time. Never have I traveled straight, actually. 322 go straight, all of the other routes will turn right. Nice. So all of the routes up here should be by Midvale Depot, including the 328, which goes all the way to Wandawi. Technically for the 328, it doesn't actually go to Wandawi, it actually just goes to Chitlow. But like literally like only like I don't know how many services that actually just go to Chitlow. That's the funny thing. So there are one inbound service and one outbound service. Two. Is it two? No, one. Yeah. One outbound and one inbound every day that actually goes to Chitlow. One is the deviating inbound service, and the outbound was a 6 p.m. service that goes to Chitlow, normal service, no deviation. And all the other routes will actually have extension. So two inbound services. There's the 6:30 one, which you just saw, and the 2 p.m. one, which I'm gonna take, will be starting from Wandawi all the way to Midland extension. While for outbound, there will be two services from 4 and 5 extension to Wandawi. One at 6 o'clock will not extend, normal service to Chitlow, and we have a 7-something service that goes to Wooroloo, which is actually between Chitlow and Wandawi, so in between. But basically most of the time, most of the services, the majority of the services for 328, technically only 7 services for each day, and majority of them will be going to Wandawi. Not like majority, half of them will be going to Wandawi. So there's a track in there for the Prospector, and all of the Trans-WA services. Definitely we'll try to actually take the Prospector in one day. We might actually take with Mark for the subscriber special. I'm probably going to change it back because right now it's actually for Train Channel, the 1,500 subscriber special. There's actually, but the thing is, can I reach the subscriber special before very soon? 322 coming back. 2550 to Midland Station. Now the first Glen Forrest departure for 322 is actually at 5 something. But the first outbound is at 7:30, which is this one. So we're in here now. Definitely in some of these rural areas. It is cold today, so that's why. Wow, this is really rural, isn't it? Oh, thank you so much, Thomas Her, for this request here. This is technically the last normal weekday for my semester break. Next week is orientation week, which technically, again, I don't need to go, but there's one day I need to go, and then one day we'll be going to Rottnest Island with my parents, which I'm looking forward to. Hopefully not too many schoolwork starting from next week, which is just all week, so I hope not, but the stuff will come out next week for my study materials, so I can check them out next week. We can still do filmings though, but I have a new timetable, so I need to adjust to that. These stands though, I don't think anyone's gonna board at these stands, these bus stops, except for the outbound service. Now later on at Glen Forrest Terminus, we'll walk up to the 320 bus stop in the middle of Great Eastern Highway. Alright, turn left for our 322. There are no deviation. The deviation was really fun though, that deviation, because it actually goes up some very very mountainy paths, back up to Great Eastern Highway and then turn back down. Really nice deviation actually, that one. But this trip at the start will not actually goes there. Now the first trip every day actually in the morning, for normal weekdays with school services, it actually doesn't terminate at Glen Forrest, but it does the deviation, but it just doesn't terminate at Glen Forrest. It goes all the way up through to a college somewhere, I don't know where, but it extends to a college, so. This is not a long route within 30 minutes, so unfortunately the intro section was a little bit long that I did. Now there are no restaurants in Mandawi, so that's why I've already bought some a pie from the city. I know it's going to be completely cold when I get to Mandawi and start to eat my lunch, but at least I have food. So, and I also bought some chips from home, potato chips. I wonder where's that lady going? She's going to Glen Forrest too? Now there are trips actually going all the way to Mandaring for 322 as well, which extends to Mandaring, which is basically, since the Glen Forrest is go back up to the Great Eastern Highway and continue his way. Wow, this is not a gas bus, but it's so slow. I guess it's inside the suburbs, some narrow paths, but step signs here, go right. The sign is completely dead too. Wow. The black coatings of the bus, that word is already gone. It's just having the arrow. Wow, this is pretty beautiful over here. Originally, technically, I just actually wanted to do the 322 and then just go back with the 320 to Midland. But the thing is, this is I checked it out. It's like, oh, there's service right there. It's actually timed pretty well. Let's just go to Mandawi and enjoy the day there. Oh, she's getting off. Okay. Wow, this is in the middle of nowhere over here. What the hell? Imagine living here and rely on this 322. Now technically, actually, you can rely on the 322 because this actually is a decent route. It's not a joke, actually. This route is actually decent. Yeah, this route is actually not bad, considering it goes to rural areas and it goes to these areas and it has services on Sundays. Every day it has service for this 322. No, not joking. Every day. Weekdays and Saturdays like 1 hour per bus, and there are like late night services too that departs from Midland. So you can ensure that you can actually come back in here, and there are early services outbound too. So you can rely on this route actually if you live in here. So it is 1 hour per bus. The last service is to Mandaring at 11:33 departure at Midland station. We have deviation coming up, but we don't do the deviation. So we just turn left, I think, because we don't do the deviation. No need deviation, so we just turn left. Yep. So we turn right away. We don't need to do the deviation. There's a deviation, so. Oh my gosh, this is a definitely very rural over here. Not as rural as Mandawi, but very rural still. So, and on Sunday there are services, but ends at like 6, and it's 2 hours per bus. So. Technically on Sundays trash, but there are still services on Sundays, which is actually ridiculous, which is actually crazy. Wait, is this the normal path or is this deviation? This guy doesn't need to actually go the deviation, so let's see. I don't think this is deviation, but let's just take a look at it. We're over here way east, not way east yet. Yeah, we're not doing deviation. We're in Boya right now. Yeah, we're in Boya. Huh? Why the next service is actually at The next 322 is actually in 2 hours. What the hell? Oh yeah, wow. Wow, the next service is actually in 9:05. So it's actually 1.5 hours for the next service, and it's 1 hour per bus during the middle of the day. And some deviating trips, tons of deviating trips. And at night it goes to Mundaring. Oh, just kidding. Midday doesn't go to Mundaring. On Saturday it goes to Mundaring. Like, what the hell? That's pretty funny. Why on Saturday it goes to Mundaring? On weekdays it does not. Yeah, on Saturday. What the hell? This route has more services on Saturdays. Like, what the hell? It has more services on Saturday compared with on a weekday. Wow. It has 4 trips at night. The last trip on Saturday is 11:33. Goes to Mundaring. While on weekdays it's actually end at 9. So, wow. That was pretty troll for this route. Now, it was raining in the morning, but according to the weather report, it will not rain during the middle of the day. So hopefully it doesn't rain. Wow, this is so crazy over here, the stops. There are no stops here right now, but this path is so crazy. Wow, literally traveling inside a mountain over here. There's a stop here. Whether anyone is going to use that, Jesus. There's actually some houses there, but maybe, you know. These are some good areas if you want to come and like hike, but now I do want to hike, but the thing is, I don't have faith to actually come in here without a car to actually hike in here, you know. In Hong Kong, there are minibuses to all of the hiking spots, so that's why we're not worried about having no services to actually go back for Hong Kong hiking. Because the buses are double-deckers, so double-decker buses cannot go in there, that's for sure. And then most of the single-deckers are not used for routes like that, so basically they just give all of the Okay, here's the deviation. So yes, here's the deviating part, which deviating will be actually going up this way. That way will be the deviation. We don't do the deviation, so that's why we're just going to turn right. I think that way is the deviation. I think so. I will see. Because it's Darlington Road, which according to that thing is actually called Darlington Road, so I think that is the deviation part right there where we turn left. Oh my gosh, come on. Type correctly. So, we'll arrive at 7:59. Yes, that's the deviating part if you actually turn left. Which the deviating part is actually looping this very big section right here. Not joking, it will actually loop this very big section from down here at Darlington Road all the way through this part via Darlington Road all the way up to Great Eastern Highway and then turn back down, which is actually a very long deviation and continuous path. So I don't know whether Mark has filmed that one because it's actually a pretty long deviation. So Railway Reserve Trail. Okay, at least there's something here. Yeah, at least there's something here. It's not like completely empty over here. Stops here. We have the 321, which also goes to Glen Forrest, but that one's like a rush hour special. That one has like how many services a day? Like 3 or 4 around there. This one's full day service, which no one uses, so the whole bus is empty already. The whole trip, 4 people. But damn, is this nice though, this path. Oh, started raining. Almost at Glen Forrest. Oh, people! Wow! Not using the route, but people. There's a bike at the front. Just cut him out. Just cut him. There's like no car is gonna run in here. Like seriously, just cut and cross the other side. Then no car is gonna run in here. I literally just cut him, you know. These are good paths for biking though. We're almost there. We're almost leaving all of these woody areas in here. What the hell is this path? This is a crazy path. This is so narrow, this path. Upcoming an even worse turn too, wow. That's already a bad one, but here's the worst turn of this route here. One turn here and then immediately another right turn. Wow. Stop here and another turn right. And we're head back up. Okay, we should be able to get to the spot, and I need to actually catch the 320, which will actually arrive at the stop. Don't know where it is. It's not showing on the map right now. What the hell? Let's check on the 320. I cannot miss that. If I miss that, the plan will be backfired. Immediately backfired, that plan. So we're taking this 752 service that departs from Midland. It departed already, so you arrive in 15 minutes at the stop. So I have 10 minutes to walk to the stop from the Glen Forrest terminus. which we should make it, but it's a tight one, so let's see. Because I cannot walk straight across the road, it is blocked off, so I need to loop around. Now that 320 will be a normal service. It doesn't actually deviate. Actually, no, that's a deviating trip. That's actually technically counts as a normal service because the non-deviating trip actually doesn't terminate at the town center stop. It actually continues all the way down to a random stop that actually no one cares about that well. Oh my gosh. Oh, these paths, man. That was a hard turn there. These will be tight connections because I think my 331 depart at 8:39. I mean 8:29 at Mandarin. So that's why we're going to take that. Almost there at the terminus. Arrive in terminus in 2 minutes. Helena campus. A few more stops to go and we're at the terminus. This is like in the middle of nowhere, but Great Eastern Highway is up there, so because if I miss this trip, the next one is actually at 9:53, then that's a complete fail. Arrive in 11 minutes according to the app, so we definitely have time to get up there, which is actually just a few more turns and we're there. What the hell is this end in here too? They said there's an IGA there, like what the hell? Now the 320 is still a ways away. It's still actually just departed Midland, so that's why. Still close to Midland. 321, 322 go to Mandarin, continue straight and doesn't go to the Glen Forrest terminus. We're returning to the Glen Forrest terminus. What the hell is this path? What the hell? We terminate at the front, turning left. Like, what is this terminus spot? Oh my gosh. Made it to the terminus. Here we are at Glen Forrest terminus, which is actually right here. This is where it terminates. As soon as I turn left, that's the terminus. And there's Great Eastern Highway right there. So here's the terminus for the 322, which is right here, literally in the middle of nowhere, which is like one block of road over here. I need to tag off. I forgot about that. All right, made it here. 2556. There he goes. Now he's ending his service. So I think he's leaving. So there he goes. Let's see what he's gonna do. He's probably do a U-turn back. There he goes. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe. Click the bell so that you get notifications when I post. Check out the links in the description down below of my other channels and my Instagram. Click on these videos up top, and I'll see you guys next time. In the middle of nowhere right now. I'll walk up to Great Eastern Highway. I'll take my 320 now. Peace.